Listen up, today we're going to talk about one of the concepts and one of the mechanics that every single player in this game needs to know, and it's something that I see a lot of you guys struggling with in Counter-Strike 2. Today you're going to learn how to play a much better version of Counter-Strike. You're going to learn how to become a better player and just overall stop being caught out as much and start fragging out and playing so much more effective. Before we get into that, I do have to give you a little tip on how to get some better skins inside of this game. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. Alright, so the concept I want to explore today is drifting and how we can get rid of drifting in Counter-Strike 2. And you might be like, CoJo, how are we going to get rid of drifting like a car? Like, are you talking about Ferraris and Lamborghinis? No, we're not racing. I'm talking about you drifting on the map and do spots where you shouldn't be. I've been doing some personal coaching over the past weeks and months, and I see this with every player I'm coaching, right? Every player seems to have this tendency, especially the newer ones, when we get into the game and we're holding an angle, instead of just holding it and being very precise with what we're doing, we're holding an angle like this, maybe jiggling, being very active, we're up here, whatever it is. What I see a lot of the players doing, instead of doing that, is they're just like walking around like this. They're going back and forth, they're going here, doing this. And I refer to this as drifting. Now, why is this so bad? Because when the CTs are going to swing you, one, you're in a very exposed position, right? If you're behind cover instead, when they swing you and you don't get that favorable fight, sometimes you're going to get favorable fights, sometimes you're not. You're going to be caught off guard. You're not ready for it. You can instantly tuck, pull out nades and throw, or gear yourself up for another re-peek where you control the fight. When you're drifting, you're caught out here in no man's land and there's nowhere to go. You have to take the fight, even if you're not ready for it, even if you're fumbling with nades, even if you do not want them to fight you, right? You're fighting on their terms and not on your terms. We never want to fight on the other team's terms. We always want to be in control of the situation, right? I see it on both sides. And one thing I do call this is I call this the Roomba playstyle. I see a lot of players turning into a Roomba. And what I mean by this, they're literally going like here, then they're going here. You know, they're bouncing here, and it looks like they're like a Roomba sweeping the floor, and they're just walking around all these different angles and playing like that. It's very bad, guys. On both sides of the map, I want you to be very intentional with the angles that you're holding. All right, I'm going to hold this pillar. I'm going to play here. I'm going to play like this and then fall back and play this other angle, right? And I'm going to play here. And then on T side, I want you to be like, okay, I'm holding for this push. This is not a good place to be in. Let's find a much better spot to play in, right? So maybe we want to go into rugs here. So let's get into rugs right away and then hold the aiming push from here, right? No more drifting out here. No more walking around, not knowing what we're doing, having our crosshair like all over the place. I see a lot of you guys like walking with your crosshair like this, and I can tell when you're not mentally engaged. When you're drifting like this, you're not in the game and you're not locked in. Versus what a pro's going to do when they're walking up through here is they're going to be walking here. If they want to walk, they're going to be going like this, constantly like looking at the angles that they could be peeked from, getting behind cover. And why is this so valuable? Because if these guys double swing or have something crazy happening, they flash peek or something, instantly you can tuck right here. Boom, we're tucked, and you know, we can change the fight. We can now swing from up here and really farm them, right? It looks like magic, but it's not, guys. You don't have to be this drifting player. You don't have to do it. Instead, I want you to constantly be tunneled visioned on what you want to do. What do I want to do this round? What do I want to do? How do I want them to fight me, right? What do I want to do here? Jiggle. Always utilize jiggles, guys. I don't see people jiggling enough, and that might be one of the videos I do next on my channel, is how to properly jiggle and fight. We're done doing this. We're done going back and forth here. The less we're doing this, the better we are. And it's a very simple concept. I know it seems funny that I'm making a video that's pretty decently long on this concept, but it's just something you need to take advantage of. And also, guys, I want you to stop drifting on the macro map as well. Drifting doesn't just have to be shift walking around doing that. I want you to be in control of everything you're doing. A lot of times what we end up doing is we actually end up drifting in the whole macro around. So we'll be holding B here or something, and then for no reason we'll just start running to the other side of the map. There's no info, there's nothing going on, we're just running here, and then oh, we're running right back to the other side of the map here. Oh, actually no, we're gonna go through A. I see this time and time again. Be certain with your rotations, be certain with how you're playing, be certain with your crosshair placement. Everything you are doing, do it to 100% of your ability and take control of the situation. No more thinking about what you're going to be doing in the moment. I want you to be thinking what you're going to be doing in the next plays and the next ones. I want you to be ahead of your opponent. When you're playing so reactive and you're just like unsure of what you're doing, you're going to get caught out. You're going to be caught with your pants down, and it's just not going to be a fun time for you. So this is something I hope that every single one of us can learn from and become better players at. It's a very simple thing. It's very easy to fix. Pick an angle, hold it. When you're not wanting to play that angle anymore, choose a different angle, go ahead and do that. It's not that hard to understand, but I'm telling you, every single person is struggling with it. It's something that is so simple but very, very hard to master. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Go ahead and stay tuned on my channel for more banger videos like this. Also, if you want to catch me playing live, I am in the top of the top of the top on Faceit in North America. We're in the top 10 right now. Go ahead and watch me live every single weekday. Learn from me, ask me questions, chat with me, have a good time. Drop a follow down below. Thank you guys so much. You guys are all amazing people. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out. Peace out.